What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, to discuss a brand new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season number, what season we on? 14, episode 14, and the episode is titled Hemlines and Headlines, you guys. Now, before we do get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking around this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, I do not actually. Before I even get into the episode, let me tell you guys what's going on, so you guys know that tonight is going to be the Whether You Like It or Not panel, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills edition, and we are going to be on Ya's channel tonight. I will share the link. Damn, that plane is low. I will share the link to my community tab for you guys because I know he created it days ago. But yeah, you guys, check us out, and then let's go ahead and talk about Beverly Hills. What I will say is this episode, it wasn't much for me to talk about. I was like, oh, this is what they giving us. I was like, okay, cool. But y'all could have, they could have kind of kept this episode, to be quite honest with you, because it didn't really give me much. So the episode, we'll start up with Kyle. So it ain't really much to discuss when it comes to Kyle in this episode, but let's talk about it nonetheless. So we see Kyle and Kathy. So they're in the car together, and Kyle is talking about this stuff with Mauricio and the fact that, the paparazzi caught him with that young lady. Y'all know I like Kyle, but I also will be honest about the situation with this one. I don't care. Like, here's my thing, Kyle. Let's not sit here and pretend and act like last season you didn't have a whole relationship with Morgan on the show. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like Mauricio is like, okay, well, Kyle had her fun. Turnabout is fair play, is how I honestly feel with this whole situation. You guys can tell me what you think and what you feel, but that's honestly the vibe that I'm getting from this is, like I said, it's just a whole thing of, if it basically, it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the pow pow pow, right? And that's really what I'm getting from this. Nothing less, nothing more. So we see as Kyle and Kathy, they went to go get their mammograms done. Ladies, very important to go get your mammograms done. Take care of, take care of your take care of that for real. Because I have a family member who went through, you know, about with breast cancer. So definitely make sure that everything is good with your health. And men can even get breast cancer as well. Because there have been there have been some men that have passed away from breast cancer. So, but more specifically to my ladies, definitely get your mammograms. Kyle is once again still talking about Mo. She was talking about she wanted to text Mo, and I was happy that Kathy told her girl, "Don't text that man." It's like, what are you texting him for? Like I just said a minute ago, when it comes down to Mauricio, I honestly just truly, in my gut, just really feel as if Mauricio was like, okay, you paraded around last season with Morgan, and so I'm gonna do me. If that's what time we on, then we're gonna be on that kind of time together. So that's really all I got with that. If I missed anything that y'all want to discuss, oh, so she also did go forward and take wife out of her Instagram bio. I was like, okay, Because she said that Mo took husband and father out of his bio. I was like, oh, so now we're just gonna be petty Kyle. All right, cool, whatever. So after that, we move on, and who do we move on to? So after we talked about Kyle, we move on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the most boring shit out of the way. Erica. Well, go figure. She's next. Erica and this storyline of her and this house this season. Here's the thing. I was watching Really B last night, and me and Really B both have said that we liked Erica. And I agree with what Really B said. Erica has been through the ringer, been raked over the coals the last few seasons of this show. So this season was a light, fun season for her. But if this was the best that she could come up with, the storyline was renovating her home. They really should have scrapped this and said, let's come up with a better storyline than remodeling a damn house. When I tell you this has bored me to tears, it's bored me. But I will also say, I do like the house. The house was nice. The house looks nice. Her mom was there. Also, her interview look that they showed last night, it was given very much so Peggy Bundy from Married with Children. I was here for it. I was loving it. So she and her mom did talk. Her mom told her how proud of her she is, and also how when she was going through the stuff with Tom, that she was, scared for her. And I imagine she was, because I mean, again, Erica was right through the coals, and but I mean, I don't have that much empathy for her for what she went through. Like, I really don't. But yeah, that's really pretty much all we got with Erica. I don't have anything else. Oh, she did talk about how she thinks about Tom less and less. I don't know how you think about Tom less and less at that point, because at that point his trial was around the corner. So again, whatever. I ain't got much to give to Erica, and we gonna go ahead and move on to the next person, you guys. So next up on the list is, I believe it's Garcelle. Let me find Garcelle. Garcelle. So we see Garcelle. So Garcelle is at Sutton's store with her, right? And so they sat down. And you guys know Sutton is getting ready to have his fashion show. So Sutton is basically stressing out about the fashion show, and they were talking about inviting the girls to the fashion show, right? So Garcelle is asking Sutton, is she going to invite Dorit? Honestly, if she did or didn't invite Dorit, I wouldn't have gave a damn. To be quite honest with you, it wouldn't have bothered me. It wouldn't have made a difference to me. But Garcelle suggested that Sutton send a text message out in the group with the invitation. Basically, if Dorit comes, Dorit comes. If she doesn't, ain't no skin off her back, basically. So that's all I got from that. Y'all can tell me what you think. And then they did talk about Kyle and Mauricio, right? Again, I feel like we're poking. I feel like we're just beating a deceased horse with a stick at this point, because it's. Do I think that that was set up? Maybe. Do I care if it was set up? Not at all, right? Not at all. Because as I said a few minutes ago, we're not going to sit here and we're not going to act as if Kyle last season wasn't parading around with Morgan. And even still to this day, when like, y'all know that, what's her name? What's her girl's name? Teddy. So y'all know Teddy is going through some she got some brain tumors, I believe, right? And even when Teddy had her surgery, there was a picture that came out with Kyle and Morgan there. So Morgan is still pretty much, not pretty much, very much so, a part of Kyle's life currently. So, ouch. I really don't care, to be honest with you guys. It is what it is. It honestly is what it is. It is whatever it is. Is there anything else we want to talk about with that? Not really. Not even. So let's go ahead and move on, you guys. And like if I didn't say it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. This review ain't gonna be long. I don't know what we're gonna do on the panel tonight because this episode, they could have kept this episode. They could have kept this episode. I mean, it was like what I will say is this episode was pretty lighthearted. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't a lot of drama. But this episode, if I ain't never saw a filler episode, it was this episode right here. So Dorit, we see as Dorit and Garcelle had dinner with each other, right? And Dorit is telling Garcelle that things with she and PK are status quo, and she's happy with that. I said, okay, girl, whatever. So then they talked about Mauricio and Kyle, right? They talked about the fact that Kyle took a wife out of her Instagram bio. The thing, my problem is, y'all do put too much. People put too much emphasis on social media. Like I just don't understand it. People put too much emphasis on who follows who unfollows who, what's in your bio. Like I honestly don't care. I truly, truly don't. Again, they could have kept this fucking episode. And then Bravo had the unmitigated gall and audacity to fucking add Denise Richards at the end of this episode for a whole hour. Girl, they could have kept this episode. What's up, y'all? You said we gonna do our jobs and go to bed. You right about that. You are so right about that. Cause this episode, and if y'all don't know, I just watched the episode about an hour before I came on here because I didn't have no power. I had no power all day yesterday. My lights didn't get turned back. The lights didn't get turned on until 6 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock at night, and our power outage happened at 5 in the morning. So we went on. We went over 12 hours without no power. So that's also another reason why I was kind of frustrated because I was planning to watch last night's episode live, which I still could have watched it on my phone, but yeah, that was another reason why I was irritated. But this episode, they could have kept this fucking episode. I was bored to tears. So Garcelle is also asking Dorit, what is the beef with she and Sutton? And Dorit tells Garcelle that she has on rose-colored sunglasses when it comes to Sutton. Well, girl, so does Bose. Bose has on rose-colored sunglasses when it comes to you, because Bose comes to your defense and don't always know what's going on in the situation. So, whatever, ma'am. So, Garcelle, I thought it was interesting that Garcelle was, they were talking about what happened in last week's episode when Sutton was telling Dorit, or poor Rito, as she called her, that her wallet is bigger than Dorit's. And Garcelle said that Sutton was wrong for what she said. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I have a problem with Sutton putting her wallet on the table. Like I have a problem with that. Shit, you wanna tango with me, but you ain't got the funds. You ain't got the coins to roll with me, big dog. So I wasn't really upset with Garcelle. I mean, not Garcelle, but Sutton. I wasn't upset with Sutton. I know really B was like, she cringed with it. I didn't. I loved it. But again, maybe that's because I don't see it for Dorit so much. That could be what that is. That could be what that is. I don't know. All right, you guys. So the last scene of this episode is with Sutton and her fashion show. A fashion show with fashions. And it didn't even take Sutton almost 10 years to do this. Well, how long did it take She by She a fool? Because it took She Ain't Got No Fashions years to produce fashions. And then she still didn't produce them fashions on her website, much like Giselle and Ashley did a fashion show, didn't produce them fashions on their website. Now, Sutton girl, I know you're a rich white woman, but I still got a question for you. Because I saw something a few weeks ago And I don't know if people were being facetious or if they were being, you know, truthful. But I saw a post on social media that said your store was closed, and I just don't know if that's true. Oh, let's see, because I had saw something that said that her store was closed. Now I don't know if that's true or if that's just a rumor that somebody, somebody came up with. But oh no, oh no, her store is temporarily closed. Oh, her store is temporarily closed. Ooh, Sutton girl. You know what, Sutton? I don't dislike you. I like you, girl, but damn, it's temporarily closed. That's all we see. So we see that Sutton is doing a walkthrough of the fashion show. Her son is in the fashion show. Jennifer Tilly is in the fashion show. And Garcelle's son, Jade, is in the fashion show, right? So we get the fashion show. Why the hell was Sheena Shea there? I was so confused seeing Sheena there from Vanderpump Rules. We ain't saw Vanderpump Rules crossover since Vanderpump was on this show. So we see as Kyle is talking to Dorit about Mauricio. So I guess after the photo posted of Mauricio, Kyle went to Morgan's show. The paparazzi's got a picture of her behind the stage. So she says that TMZ is saying she was doing this to make Mo jealous. Kyle, be for real. That is exactly what you were doing. Like, you ain't got to lie. Be honest and say, yeah, that's what you were doing. But you said, no, that's not what you were doing because one, he doesn't get jealous. Okay, girlfriend, if that's what you want to say, cool. So then she tells Dorit that Mauricio had texted her and apologized to her. Don't care. Um, then we get everybody seated for the fashion show. I have to agree with my girl, Really B. I am so sick of this stick with Kathy at this point. It's annoying. So Kathy, now granted, Kathy ain't really been around like that to know the ins and outs of what's going on with Dorit and Sutton. But for her to say about Dorit narrating the fashion show, I don't know no fashion show that has narrations, anybody narrating anything. So she then got her ass up and walked behind the stage to ask Sutton if she wants Dorit to narrate. She says no. Then she walks back out on the runway, and the show starts. And there's a model that comes. She's limping too. So there's a model that's walking, and everybody's like, Kathy, like telling her to come sit down, and she's still standing there speaking to Erica's mama. I said, oh my God, this stick with, like I said again, this stick with Kathy, it's kind of running a little thin for me, but whatever. The fashion show was cute. Love the fashions. Would I buy anything? Probably not. But that's the episode, you guys. Wasn't nothing to it. And we did this in 19 minutes. And we finna get off of here. Now, we finna get off here in just a minute. But that's it. If I left anything out, y'all know the routine. You can do me that. You can leave that shit in the comment section. I don't think I left anything out. I think I hit the high points of this episode because I really didn't have a lot of notes for this episode. What I will say is I'm glad that the season is wrapping up. They filmed the reunion last week. I know people are talking about this whole Instagram story that Garcelle did where it said not all skin folk are kinfolk. And I know people want it to be Bose that she's talking about, but you guys, it's not Bose. She is talking about Anne Marie because Anne Marie, if I can pull up the, if I still have it, I'm gonna put it up on my. Yep, I still have it. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. What Anne Marie, because Anne Marie had a little comment to say about what she's about Garcelle last week after the episode. So I'm gonna put it up, and this is why I think this is what Garcelle is referring to when it comes to Anna Marie with her lame whack ass. So it's on my screen. So now I can't see my screen. So I'm gonna have to look at the screenshot that I took. So someone said Garcelle scoffing at a name tag that said Anne Marie at Jen Tilly's caviar party was ick. So Anna Marie came back to that person and said, surprised she hasn't left the country yet. Why are you surprised she ain't left the country? Why are you so shocked? Like, girl, go straight to hell. You and your husband. So then the person says she has so much as a result of leaving this country, leaving her country. It makes me sad she doesn't understand why. Then Anna Marie came back and responded to this person saying, she's so jealous that I have everything in life that she doesn't. I live in her mind rent free. Ma'am, go straight to hell. Go straight to hell and worry about that lawsuit that you trying to get cooked up. But that's all I got, you guys. Again, join us for the panel. And we're on Yah's channel tonight. So I will, like I said, I'll go and post it on my community tab so that way you guys can meet us there. And I will catch you guys for the panel. Be sure to like the video, you guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there, you guys. Take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.